Hello, dear students. Good morning, all of you. You all are welcome to Paika Defence Academy Balasore. Students, there is a golden opportunity for all those students who are studying in class 7 or are going to pass class 7 that they can apply for Rashtriya Indian Military College Admission Test 2022-23. Students, you may aware that Rashtriya Indian Military College is one of the best residential public schools that run by Ministry of Defence. And RIMC have the record that almost 80% of the students who study in RIMC, they got selected as an officer in Indian Armed Forces. So students, if you are dreaming to become an officer in Indian Armed Forces, then you must try for this exam. You must prepare yourself for this exam from today onwards. You join Paika Defence Academy, we will prepare you and make your dream come true. So let's start today's topic, students. So students, today we are going to start the most important chapter of mathematics. And this chapter is very much important because a lot of questions asked from this chapter. So students, today's chapter name is exponent. Today's chapter name is exponent. Now students, if I will say you that multiply 5 4 times, multiply 5 4 times, then you can write like this. 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. But students, you may even write like this, that 5 inside bracket and raised to power 4. It shows that we have multiplied 5 4 times. Okay. Now students, see here, the number inside the bracket is called your base, and this number 4 is called your power, or we say it as exponent, or we say it as index. Okay. So remember this thing, students, that the number inside bracket is called your base and the number above it is called your power, exponent, or index. Let's take one more example. See student, if I will say that multiply minus 3 5 times, multiply minus 3 5 times, then in simply we will write like this, that we have multiply minus 3 5 times. But student, we can write this in this way, that minus 3 raised to power 5. It even says the same thing what we have written here. So minus 3 we have multiplied 5 times. So if I will ask you what is the base here, you will say, sir, minus 3 is the base and 5 is my power, or you can say is exponent, or you say that it is index. Okay. Now suppose student, if I will take rational number here, suppose I have a rational number 2 upon 3 and I have multiplied 2 upon 3 4 times. I have multiplied 2 upon 3 4 times. Then student, you can see here that I am multiplying 2 4 times and 3 even 4 times. So I can say 2 raised to power 4 upon 3 raised to power 4. Now student, you can see here that this power 4 is same for both numerator and denominator. So I will simply write 2 upon 3 and I will put whole bracket raised to power 4. Okay. So students, here my base is 2 by 3 and 4 is my power or exponent. Okay. Now students, we will see generally what type of question asked. So students, if I will ask you that evaluate 5 by 6 raised to power 3, then what will you do? Now students, see, 5 by 6 raised to power 3, it means that this power is on both numerator and denominator. So you will write 5 raised to power 3 upon 6 raised to power 3. Now students, power 3, it means we have to multiply 5 3 times and we have to multiply 6 even 3 times. So our answer is 125 upon 216. Okay. So generally students, this type of question asked from exponent. One more type of question that generally asked, we will see. Second type of question, students, express 81 upon 256 in exponential form. In exponential form. Okay. Now students see, in order to represent the given rational number into exponential form, what will we have to do? So students see, 81 upon 256. So first of all, we will convert 81 into the multiplication of prime numbers. Means we will find out the prime factorization of 81. So student, if I will find out the prime factorization of 81, that is 3 to 6, 3, 7. 3 into 27 is 81. 3, 9, 27. 3 into 3 is 9. So I can write it as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Okay. So now I will find out the prime factorization of 256. So student, if I will find out the prime factorization of 256, I will start with smallest prime number, that is 2. So 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 8, 16, 2, 6, 12, 2, 4, 8, 2, 3, 6, 2, 2, 4, 2 into 16, 32, 2 into 8, 16, 2, 4, 8, 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Now let's count number of 2's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now student, see, if I will write 3, I have multiplied 3 4 times. So I can write it as 3 raised to power 4. In the exponential form, I can write 3 raised to power 4. Similarly, I have multiplied 2 here 8 times. So I have to write 2 raised to power 8. Now students, see here, if I will write like this, then the power is different for both numerator and denominator. So we can't put a single power on both numerator and denominator. So we have to make a single power. So students, in order to make a single power, what we have to do? First of all, student, you have to count that which have smallest number of terms. So student, if I will see here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 terms. But here in denominator, if you count, there are total 8 terms. So you take the smallest one. The smallest one have 4 terms. So we'll make a pair of 4. First this pair and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll make a pair of 4. Now from this pair we get 1, 2, and from this pair we get 1 more 2. Okay. So student, we will write above prime factorization in this way. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Okay. This is for 81. And for 256, we will write it as 2 into 2. This is 4. So we'll write 4 into 4 into 4 into 4. Okay, because 2 into 2 is 4. So I have written 4 into 4 into 4 into 4. If you will multiply 4 4 times, you will get 256. Now students, you see, we have 3 raised to power 4, 4 raised to power 4. Okay, now power is same for both numerator and denominator. So we can write it as 3 by 4 raised to power 4. So student, this is your answer. Okay. So hope you understood this. Let's take one more example so that you get clear how to solve this type of question. So let's take one more example here. Now students, see, if I will take here, express 27 upon 64 in exponential form. Okay. So this is your question. Then how will we do it? See student, first thing, as I have told you, you have to find out the prime factorization. So for 27, I will start with 3. 3, 9, 27. 3 into 3 is 9. So I can write it as 3 into 3 into 3. For 64, I will start with 2. 2, 3, 6, 2 to 4. 2, 16 is 32. 2, 8 is 16. 2, 4 is 8. 2, 2 is 4. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2's. So I will write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Now students, see here, number of 3's are less than number of 2's. So how many 3's were there? 1, 2, 3. So we'll make 3 3 pair. First pair, second pair. Now I get 3 into 3 into 3, and from this 2 I get 1 2, and from this pair I get one more 2. So 2 into 2 is 4. So I will write 4 into 4 into 4. So now students, I get 3 raised to power 3, 4 raised to power 3. So our answer is 3 by 4 raised to power 3. Okay students. So whenever you get this type of question, you have to solve this in this way. Okay. Now we will move further. Now students, think, whatever the power we have discussed till now, we have a positive power. Now suppose you have a power which is negative, then what will happen? For example, students, suppose I have a rational number 2 by 7 and it have a negative power -1. What does it mean? How will we solve it? So student, remember this thing, that when you have a negative power, then in order to remove this negative sign, you have to replace numerator with denominator and denominator with your numerator. Okay. So students, see, if I have to replace this negative sign, I have to make the denominator as your numerator and your numerator as your denominator. Okay. And whenever we do this kind of replacement, this is called your reciprocal. This is called your reciprocal. Okay. Whenever we make denominator as numerator and numerator as your denominator, this is called your reciprocal. And when we do this reciprocal, whenever your sign is negative. Okay. For example, student, if I will say 5 by 4 and your power is -2, and we have to solve it. So first of all, student, you can see that this sign is negative. So in order to remove this negative sign, we have to do the reciprocal of our base. So you can see numerator is 5, denominator is 4. So you have to make the denominator as your numerator and numerator as your denominator. So now it gets reciprocal. So your negative sign will get removed. Now you left with only power 2. Now you know that how to solve this. So you can write it as 4 into 4, 5 into 5. So you get answer 16 upon 25. Okay. So student, whenever you have a question that find out the reciprocal, remember this thing, that you have to make replacement. It means you have to make your denominator as your numerator and your numerator as your denominator. For example, student, if I will give you a question that find reciprocal of 5 by 3 raised to power 3. Okay. So student, first of all, we will solve this. 5 upon 3 raised to power 3. What does it mean? It means the power 5 have the power 3 and 3 also have the power 3. So if I will multiply 5 3 times, I will get 125, and if I multiply 3 times, I get 27. So this is your answer. But the question was, we have to find out the reciprocal. Reciprocal means we have to make our denominator as your numerator and numerator as denominator. So at last our answer is 27 upon 125. Okay. Okay, students. Now students, one more thing you have to know, that whenever the power is 0, suppose if I will say that 3 by 2 raised to power 0. Whenever your power is 0, your answer will be always equal to 1. For example, if I will say 5 by 7 and the power is 0, then your answer will be 1. Okay. So remember thing that whenever the power is 0, your answer will be always equal to 1. Okay. It doesn't depend upon your base. If the power is 0, answer will be 1. Whatever the base may be, but if the power is 0, then answer will be 1. Okay. And one more thing, student, if the power is 1, suppose you have 3 by 2 raised to power 1. Now here your power is 1. So in that case, your answer will be the base itself. Okay. Suppose 5 by 6 raised to power 1. then your answer will be the base itself, 5 by 6. But if the power will be 0, then your answer will be always equal to 1. Okay, so these are the few things that you must remember, because a lot of direct question usually asked in your exam. Okay, now students, we will discuss some of the important laws of exponents. Okay, and a lot of questions generally asked from these rules of exponent. Okay, so I will write here laws of exponents. Okay, now we are going to discuss laws of exponent. So first law, students, you must have to remember, that is, if you have a rational number a upon b raised to power m, and it get multiplied with a upon b raised to power n, then your answer will be a upon b and your power will get added, m plus n. Okay. Now student, let's take an example. For example, you have a rational number 3 by 2 raised to power 4 and you are multiplying it with 3 by 2 raised to power 6. Now students, see here, both the bases for both the rational number, the bases were same, 3 by 2 and 3 by 2. So you can see here the bases were same. Okay, the base were same. Okay, same base. But you can see here the power here is 4 and here the power is 6. Power is different. So whenever you have the same base but power is different, in that case you always remember that the power will be get added. So your answer will be 3 by 2 and you have to add this power 4 plus 6 and you get your answer 3 by 2 raised to power 10. Okay, so student, this is the first rule that you have to remember. Now we are going to know about second rule. Second rule, student, is if suppose I have given to rational number a by b raised to power m divided by a by b raised to power n. Now student, you can see here that there is one difference between our first rule and second rule, that in first rule there was multiplication sign, but here there is division sign. So in this case, students, what will be your answer? So what we have to do, you have to write your base as such, a upon b, and you have to subtract n from m. Okay. For example, students, suppose I have a rational number 3 upon 2 raised to power 7 and we are dividing with 3 by 2 raised to power 5. Okay. Now what will be the answer? 3 by 2 and this power will get subtract 7 minus 5 and your answer will be 3 by 2 raised to power 2. Okay. Now suppose, students, I will take one more example here. Suppose I have 5 by 7 raised to power 5 divided by 5 by 7 raised to power 8. Okay. So now student, you can see here the bases are same but power are different and the sign in between these two is a division sign. So your answer will be 5 by 7 and we will subtract 5 minus 8 because I have written 5 by 7 raised to power 5 first. So I will do the subtraction 5 minus 8. And what is my answer? 5 by 7. 5 minus 8 is minus 3. So we have to solve it here. Here is the minus sign. So I will do reciprocal. 7 by 5 raised to power 3. Okay. Now you can solve. Multiply 343 and 5. If I will multiply 5 3 times, then I will get 125. So this is your answer. Okay. Now students, we will see third rule. In third rule, student, suppose I have a rational number a upon b. Okay. And it have a power m. And if I am putting one more power n here. Now students, see, there is only a bracket in between this m and n. So in that case, your answer will be a upon b and this power will get multiplied, m into n. Okay. Now let's take an example in order to understand this rule. For example, student, you have a rational number 4 upon 3 raised to power 2, and there is a whole power 3 here. So students, your answer will be 4 by 3. Now this 2 power will get multiplied because there is only bracket in between 2, 3. So 2 into 3, it will get 4 by 3 raised to power 6. So your answer will be 4 by 3 raised to power 6. So students, these are the 3 important rules that you have to remember in order to solve this type of question. Now students, today we have seen this introductory part of exponent. A lot of question we have to do. So we do a lot of question in our next class. But today we will see one question that was asked in December 2020 RIMC exam. So what was that question? We will see it. So students, in RIMC exam 2020, we have been asked a question, and that was, if x, the question was, if x is equal to 3 by 2 raised to power 2 into 2 upon 3 raised to power minus 4 find the value of x raised to power minus 2. So student, this was the question that was asked in RIMC exam 2020 December. Okay. So student, how to solve this question? So student, recently we have studied about some rules and we have to apply that rule. So students, see here, x is equal to 3 by 2 raised to power 2 into 2 by 3 raised to power minus 4. So first of all, students, we will remove this negative sign with 4. So the answer is 3 by 2 raised to power 2. And if I will remove this negative sign, what we have to do? We have to do the reciprocal of the base. So your denominator become your numerator and numerator become your denominator, and your power is 4. Now student, you can see your base is same. Okay, if your base is same, we have studied a rule that whenever bases were same, that is a upon b raised to power m into a upon b raised to power n. So whenever the bases were same but power were different, in that case what we do? We do the sum of power. Okay, so in this case even we will do the same thing. So we get 3 by 2 raised to power 2 plus 4, that is 3 by 2 raised to power 6. Okay, but we have to find out the value of x raised to power minus 2. So student, this is the value of x. So now if I have to find out x raised to power minus 2, so I will write 3 by 2 raised to power 6. Now I will put a bracket here and I will write minus 2. So this is the third rule that we have studied recently. So what was that rule? So whenever you have a rational number a by b and it have a power m and one more power I will put here. In this case, whenever there is no sign in between these two powers, so we have to do the multiplication of this 2 power. So what will be the answer? A by b m into n. So we will follow this rule and we will solve this. So we get 3 by 2 6 into minus 2. Okay, so your answer will be 3 by 2 raised to power minus 12. Now student, the sign is negative. We have a negative power. So what will we do? We will reciprocal of the base and we get 2 by 3 raised to power 12. So this is your answer. Okay. Okay students, so now time is over. So that's it for today's class. We will do some more question in our next class. So stay tuned and have a nice day.